Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of How Not to Play. As you'll see, this week we are doing Project Zomboid again. The reason being, I got some feedback from a very good YouTuber and someone I consider a friend, name of Jack's Side Quest, and if you get a chance, I would highly recommend you check his YouTube channel out. The dude is doing currently he's doing a 1 level a day challenge on Super Mario World for the SNES, and it's the Super Mario World SNES game is by far my favorite Mario game. But not only is he doing the 1 level a day thing, he's also trying to collect all 5 dragon coins per level, so that's definitely something to check out. I also want to send a quick shout out to another homie of mine by the name of Nerd for Words. If you guys could, please check his channel out as well. He does some really good gameplay and stories and whatnot. There's quite a bit of content on his channel that I would definitely recommend you check out. Now with that, let's get back to the suggestion. Jack suggested that I not only play Project Zomboid, but I kind of give a rundown of the lore and everything, more than just running into the game and playing and blah blah blah. So let's do that. If I'm not mistaken, the timeline is July 6th of 1993 in Knox County, Kentucky. Now I am originally from Kentucky, born and raised, and I don't know if there's a Knox County, Kentucky. I know there's a Knox Country, or not country. There's a Knox County, Tennessee, and a maybe a Knoxville, Tennessee, or maybe a Knoxville, Kentucky. One of the two, something like that. But yeah, I digress. The point is, the government were doing experiments on, not like zombie experiments, but they were just conducting government business when some kind of leak happened. I can't remember exactly what the leak was, but it caused some of the people in the surrounding area, like the military and whatnot, to become contaminated. Go with strong. Oh, actually, I can just load up another one here. The surrounding area, people got contaminated and whatnot, so it became a thing of like national, statewide emergency. So they initially, there we go. Let's see, take any of the. They kind of evacuated the, well, not evacuated the area. They initiated martial law and locked down the whole state, or that area of the state. And apparently, like, you can listen to news broadcasts on the no pants, that's really creepy. There we go. You can listen to different broadcasts on the radio, and it will tell you. I'll turn the music on so you guys can hear this. And it kind of tells you that the military was overran by zombies, and that the virus has spread to other parts of Kentucky. So there's a Kentucky-Ohio bridge that's near like West Point, which is in Knox County, and so they kind of blockaded one side of the bridge or something like that. They essentially blocked it off from Ohio to kind of contain the virus within the state of Kentucky. Now, I was alive in 1993 in Kentucky, never in up in Knox County, which again I debate if it actually exists. I can't remember, but anyway, so I remember some of the pop culture stuff of the time, but I'm not big into remembering everything. So, but this game has a lot of really fun little not necessarily Easter eggs, but just fun stuff to do, you know, and just fun ways to play the game. And it's more than just about surviving zombies. You are a lone survivor in Kentucky, and your whole job is to obviously prevent yourself from being turned into a zombie. Yeah, see, this talks about the moodles, which are the things on the side you see, and all that. I don't really need to read any of this junk. See, build 42 is what we're playing now, And yeah, there's some quick tips for things that were changed, as well as the fact that it's still essentially in alpha, so there's going to be a bunch of bugs and what, or not a bunch, but there's going to be some bugs and stuff, so be prepared for that. But yeah, you're a lone survivor in Kentucky, and you're just trying to survive as long as you possibly can until you inevitably succumb to being a zombie. And I know that sucks, but that's pretty much how it would be in a zombie apocalypse, especially one that's overran the people or the town so much that it's starting to expand. The virus is starting to expand to other parts of the state, and then eventually the country and stuff like that. Other parts of the country and other parts of the world and stuff. You're inevitably, excuse me, going to die because, you know, if they're that much of a problem on a small scale, then yeah, you don't have a chance of living too long, but you can prolong your living, or your life rather, and that's what Zomboid gives you the option of seeing how long you can preserve your life and take care of yourself before, you know, you die and end up turning into a zombie. Coveralls, I'll grab those because I may need them. Now, you'll notice here there's a set of stairs, and we're in the garage, so let's follow these stairs, yeah? Check this out. This is another thing they added to build 42. I'll turn the lights on here. We have a downstairs bunker, or basement rather, but I consider it a bunker. Ooh, treadmills, that's cool. It will essentially become my bunker because I need a place to stash things and just try to keep my inventory light. I can carry up to 18, I assume, pounds altogether, but yeah, right now I'm at 7.24, not 26. So let's put these in there. I need to find a bigger backpack. That's definitely something I need to do. We need to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I'm down to 5 something. I got a weapon, so let's just go exploring, shall we? Zoom out and flip that, and bring the map up. And flip it again. There we go. It's just easier to see that way for me. I think I explained it in one of my other videos. But yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm zoomed out. Now, let's see where... Oh, nice. Little shed here, or shack, right over to the left of the house. I should actually crouch while I'm outside. If you crouch while you're outside, you have less likely a chance that the zombies will see you from a distance, and you can kind of sneak around a bit and get your bearings and get from one place to another without having to worry about getting caught lacking, so to speak, by a bunch of freaking undead. Now, this game was created by Indiestone, or yeah, I believe it's Indiestone. Excuse me if I get that wrong. They are a video game developing company that they live, if I'm not mistaken, all of them live in England. So the fact that a bunch of quote-unquote, well, not quote-unquote, but the fact that a bunch of Brits were able to make a game so unbelievably realistic, set in Kentucky, for God's sake, is a pretty big accomplishment in my opinion, because, I mean, a lot of, not a lot, but several different countries know about, you know, places like New York and California and stuff like that, Miami, but Kentucky's a little bit more of a, vague one. They don't, I'm sure there's not really a great understanding of, like, the area of Kentucky, and this map of Knox County here is just so spot on. Yeah, a few things are changed, you know, because it's this is set in like 93 and whatnot, and there's a couple of fictional towns that they've created for spawn points, but yeah, for the most part it's pretty dead on, and it's really awesome to see that. Let's see, it should be okay to jump this fence. Make sure I didn't get cut or anything. I think that's a barbed wire fence. I could be wrong. Says I'm a little hungry. Well, that's fine. If you are, if you have a heavy appetite rather, and a high thirst, much like the straits that I've taken, then you will get that moodle, the food moodle, more often than not, and you only really have to worry about your noodles over here before you're about to fight the zombies, because like being fatigued or being hungry and stuff like that, that can all affect how you fight the zombies and, you know, either increase or decrease your survival rate. But yeah, let's see. Can't spend this whole time just running up in the woods, so or walking in the woods, so let's try to run a little bit. And actually, let's see, stop. Let's just do this. Run as hard as possible. Now, one of the things I love about this game is the fact that it's zombie focused or centric or whatever, and you can ask any of my friends. I absolutely love zombies. They are my favorite. Shit, I accidentally screamed. I shouldn't do that. That will attract the zombies to me. But zombies are my favorite horror movie villain, because it's just, especially a pack of them, it's really hard to get away from them, and it's hard to survive a large swarm of zombies, you know, large cluster and whatnot. But also, this game has a lot more than just, oh, I have to survive zombies and I have to keep from getting bit and all this junk. It's about a lot more than that. It's about building up your area and looting stuff that you need from other houses, which is what we're trying to do here. There we go, we're coming up to some houses. And it's about like trying to fortify a base and everything, and try to outsmart the zombies, and even though they're dead and don't really have any intelligence, you just, you know what I mean? You have to play like offense and defense at the same time. Okay, one hit kill, that's awesome. What's this? I don't want a belly button ring. It's the apocalypse. I want to look cool, but belly button rings aren't cool on anybody, I don't think. It's just distracting. I'll leave it at that. If you know, you know, I guess. Okay, good, no house alarm. Thankful for that, because it can and will attract those stupid undead SOBs, and they will provide a lot of trouble. Okay, this is safe. Do I need to fill my water bottle up? Let's just drink. There we go. Let's see if we can find any food. Yes, we can. Oh, and a beer. So let's... Can't drink that. Oh, I think we have to open it first. Wow, that's extremely ridiculous. Anybody who's seen my other videos knows that this is kind of a new feature. I've actually never ran into that before, so this is definitely something that's not jarring, but it's just something that's different. Although I will admit, on the Project Zomboid subreddit, I have heard a lot of positive things about Build 42, so I'm really excited to see what all we can do here. I also feel like I should mention this video is going to be a bit longer than my other videos, just so I can not only give you guys the rundown of the game and stuff like that, but so I can actually show you the oh sweet, Badger already in the room. I can show you guys some more gameplay than just running from one house to another house like I was doing in the previous videos, because I felt like since those were short videos, they honestly didn't give me a long enough time to actually show you guys the game. It just showed you me walking around from house to house and like killing one or two zombies or whatever. And while that is a part of the game, it's not the majority of the game, and I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Shit, this door is locked too. Through the window it is. Is the window closed too? Nope. Shit! And we are fucked. From that house anyway. Let's just go up this way. I kinda know my way around this little area because I've played this map several times. So I guess we're gonna go to this blue building over here, which is actually a school. Let me just get a little further up, and then there we go. Out of breath. Let's see. Should be able to sit down here on the ground because I don't think anything's coming. Let's not that way. Not that way. There's a zombie over there, but it's just one. Yeah, I was about to say I should be untired by the time he gets close to me. Untired. I don't even think that's a word. Friggin' mushmouth over here. Oh, did it freeze? Okay, there we go. I thought it froze up on me. kind of lagged. There we go. See, if you kind of get a little bit of distance, when you hit the zombies, you'll hit them directly in the head, which is almost like a fatal shot for sure. So you'll knock these peoples out, or knock the zombies out, you know what I mean? Leave them DOA. Let's go into the school itself. Oh, some chalk, nice. That's cute. Foursquare. I'll call next game. Can use a scalpel. Can use some vinegar. Ooh, there's a few things in this garbage bag. Let's see, what is it? Oh, pencil, we could use that. Visor and rice, I don't care about that. Let's just go into the school. Here we go. Nice. Shoot, there's not really anything going on in here so far. I don't feel like checking all of the lockers, so I'll go in here and check the desk and stuff. A couple of other desks. You can check the students' desks, and sometimes they'll have things, but sometimes they won't, like that. I think this is an elementary school, honestly, so I'm not gonna have a lot of luck finding any kind of weapons or anything. Ooh, a can opener. Hell yes. That is a necessity, like necessity number one, if you want to be able to eat. Shoot, I need to come back when I have a flashlight. It's too dark, I'll get killed. And I'm not doing that. You know what? Screw it. After this zombie, we're gonna go do it. Because why not, right? Oh, socks, nice. The great thing about the great thing that used to be about socks is that you could rip them. And they would make ripped sheets while being very very light in how much you're carrying, you know. But I've got 18 pounds that I can carry, and I'm only carrying 5.9, so I think we should be okay. It's gonna be a little not spooky, but it's just gonna be a little tense until we get to the next area. Let's see, there's a door over here. Let's try that. Oh, it just goes into that classroom. Shite. Okay, I have to zoom in a bit so I can be able to see where doors and stuff are. Oh, here's a door. That's a different classroom though. There we go, we'll go in this one. Seems to be nothing in here. We'll check that shed out there if we can. Oh, snap. I forgot to mark on my map the home base we were at, because it had a basement and a freaking generator already at the place. Oh well, you live and you learn, right? I guess this is why the gaming series is called How Not to Play. Because you should definitely always make sure to mark your map of where, you know, if you got a generator in a basement, you should definitely mark that on your map, so that way if you go out looting somewhere or just go out on an adventure in general, you can find your way back to your house, you know. Oh, there's another generator. Sweet. So we're not completely SOL. Let's just bring this up anyway. Too dark to read. Funk. This is gonna leave me exposed, but this is okay. Let's see. House. I think it was this one actually. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and mark that. And we gotta go. Let's see. Not into the school, because, like I said, that's just an elementary school, and it's only one floor, so it's not really worth exploring too much. When I'm playing online with some homies, that's usually the first place we look, or the first place we use to meet up if we all get separated, you know. So it's not like super important to go in there and check everything. But killing this zombie is, so let's do that. There we go. You can't get too far back because you'll get out of distance. Oh, nice. Car key. So that must mean this car up here, one of these cars up here, we can use. And that's pretty cute. I am a burglar, so I can always hotwire it, but, you know, if we don't have to go that route, then, you know, why? The hell? Okay. Notepad. Pencil. Oh, what was this? Cigarettes. And a flashlight? Hell yes. We're in business, y'all. I'm telling you. And a battery, too. Oh, man. This is just dope as dope can be. Now, let's see if we can't turn this car on. Nope. We don't have the key for it. Wait. Is this not the right key? Chevrolet door. I don't know what a Chevrolet is. That's... See, now you guys get to see some of my kryptonite. I'm from the South, but I know jack about cars. So... I know it's this one, but... Let's see. Maybe you get in on the passenger side. Okay, snap. We're gonna have to do it this way. Smash window. There we go. V, switch seats, jump into the driver's seat. More cigarettes. We could use a cigarette. Oh, and something to eat. So let's start with... Thought I had some chips in here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Just go ahead and eat the chips. We don't have a lighter. Does the car have a lighter? I'll check. No. Nope. Oh, this one's okay. And like I said, I don't know cars very well, so I get easily mixed up when that happens, and I apologize. There's another flashlight and another battery. Always good to have a backup, especially in this freaking game. No, I don't want to play the horn or the radio. I want to switch seats. Oh, don't tell me we're freaking out of gas. Okay. I think I got an empty bottle. Let's go kill these two zombies first before they cause any problems. Yeah, careful, they can crawl at you too, so you have to be mindful of that. I do apologize if my gameplay audio is louder than my, like the gameplay is louder than the microphone. There's a house I can run into and try to fix that real quick, or at least make sure, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to be rude to you guys and make you have to hear loud zombie splattering noises and then barely be able to hear me, you know, so that's not cool. Let's see, I might be able to do it here, because, yeah. No. Damn it. There we go. No, not quit. Son of a bitch. Load. Can't believe I freaking did that. I used to listen to this soundtrack, the Project Zomboid soundtrack, the Build 41 soundtrack, and like when I would go walking at night to the grocery store, or not the grocery store, but like the gas station and the store, excuse me, like the gas station and stuff like that, I would kind of, I would listen to that, and as I walked, I would get very paranoid. Almost did it again, because I kept hearing the zombie sound, you know, the Zomboid sound, and it was, or you know, like the music, and it was just making me so paranoid. Let's see, maybe turn that down just a tiny bit. No, I'll just leave it there. Okay, resume. Now you should be able to hear me a little better, hopefully. But again, that's hopefully. I can't promise anything. What the hell? I ran into this problem the other day. Like, for whatever reason, I could not siphon the gas from these cars, and I don't get it. There we go. I need a hose. Are you effing kidding me? Alright, well, we're just going on foot. Let's just go up this way. F it. F it, F it, F it. As some kids say, which I think is absolutely adorable because they're trying to sound adult in their eyes, but they don't want to get in trouble by using a foul language, so it's really cool, really cute. God bless. Yes, open the window and close it. It's exactly what you need to do because everybody knows that's how you get into a freaking house. Open the window and then close it repeatedly, over and over and over again until, I don't know, I guess you can't anymore. I don't know, like don't have the strength or whatever, because it's not like the window's gonna stop. Dang, a bunch of stuff. I'll eat some salami. Just peckish though. Oh, I am tense. We need to smoke a cigarette. But I don't think I can on the stove. Let's see, settings. No, I can't on the stove, or else it would have gave me the option when I left clicked it. Yeah, well, shiza. I guess we'll have to look around for a lighter. So let's go in this room. Nope, invitation letter. That's interesting. I actually want to check that out just to see, because I don't think I've ever seen an invitation letter. Contains nothing of interest. Okay. Well, that's a kick in the teeth. You know, kind of a letdown. Another crowbar. We will attach that to the back. Crowbars are awesome. Takes so long for them to break, and by the time they do, barbed wire, yeah. But by the time they do, you've already killed at least 100 or so zombies. So that really makes you feel like an unstoppable badass, just going around popping zombies like it ain't no thing, you know? Killing zombies in mass and just leaving corpses everywhere you go. Kind of get like a Wicked Block kind of look, where it's all bloody and whatnot. Now, I talk about being a huge fan of like Halloween and stuff like that, and I am, don't get me wrong, but I am also the biggest effing scaredy cat that has probably ever existed in the history of mankind. And I don't just scream, I do what my mother-in-law calls thriller hands, where I throw my hands up in front of my mouth and kind of like point my fingers out at people and go, ah! But yeah, my mother-in-law loves to scare me. She thinks it's hilarious. And I can't say that I blame her. It's pretty funny, you know? Seeing somebody's reaction is always, especially when you're doing like little scare pranks, you know, nothing harmful, very harmless little pranks. I love stuff like that because I love the reaction on people's faces. So for me to get mad at her for liking my reaction would be very hypocritical, and that's not something I'm looking to really do right now. Oh, there's a TV. Sweet. Can we sit on the couch? Oh, we can rest on it. That's fine. And we can watch TV. Watch a zombie bust out through the bedroom or something and start snagging at me, chasing me through the house like I'm friggin' yesterday's lunch. He hasn't been eating in like a week almost, you know. But let's see. We still need to try and smoke a cigarette because we're anxious. At a breaking point. Let's see about over here. Any cheese grater? That's cool, I guess. But I need matches. I don't need a cheese grater. I don't know why I'm looking in the fridge for matches or a lighter. That makes no freaking sense. Kitchen knife. Let's check the garage. It's already open any freaking way. And there's a couple of Zeds just waiting for us. So let's go take care of them first, and then we'll go check out the garage. It's always best to take out your zombies first. You never want to leave them able to gang up on you or sneak around, because they can attract other zombies. And then once you get surrounded by zombies, you're kind of effed in the A. I'll wear this crucifix necklace because I got a leather jacket and leather gloves on. Why the heck not? That makes me look super pimp. Yes, that was... I know that I'm the whitest guy that ever existed and I should not use street slang, but I do, so... And it drives my wife absolutely insane. She can't friggin' stand it. That's cool. Oh, really? Wait. I could use that as kind of like a flashlight. Let's check some more houses since we're out. This one next door. up here looks fine, so let's go over here and check. First, I can show you guys another little cool feature on here. Investigate an area, crouch, and you walk kind of slow. Yeah, there's ambient noises of like people screaming and stuff in the background, so hopefully you didn't jump as much as I just did, because that scared the holy Jesus out of me. Oh, son of a... Well, we gotta bail. We gotta bail like really hard. Yeah, there's a zombie right there, so hop this fence, excuse me, and just go back here. Good, there's a neighborhood, so we can... a couple of neighborhoods nearby, so we can be okay. Let's head up to this neighborhood here. Zoom in on the map a little bit just so I can see where the F I'm going. I can still hear the house alarm in the distance, so we're not far enough away. Oh crap, I came to a fence. Oh well, let's jump it. See, that's another thing I like about this game, is they really... one of the reasons why it's still in alpha and whatnot is because the developers are really trying to go all out and make the game as realistic and as fun as possible, you know what I mean? And it's absolutely awesome. But yes. Oh, something I forgot to mention actually. In I think it's West Point, just a little south of Louisville in this... motherfucker! A little south of Louisville in this game, there's a military checkpoint of where the zombie outbreak began, because maybe a couple hundred yards north of where that military base is a little area, like a little town, little neighborhood rather, that's been completely burnt. And it's got a huge fence built around it to like keep anybody or anything that's in out, you know, keep anything that's in there. And so if you check out some of those houses and whatnot, you definitely will come across some zombies. Here we go, we're at a shopping center. Nice. You'll come across some zombies, and it's just really creepy because I've never... Oh, police station. Hell yes, we'll get some guns. Never encountered that in the game up until a friend of mine and I were playing online, and it flabbergasted us both, because we were like, dude, this is the starting point. This is where it all went down. Now, the reason I chose to spawn in Rosewood is because it has the lowest zombie population, and that's the easiest, that's the more relaxed way to play, in my opinion. Now, it looks like we have some rooms up here, and I'm going to call it about here because I think this is long enough, but hopefully you guys have really enjoyed this video with me and this kind of tour of Project Zomboid, as well as getting some of the lore and the story of the actual game put into context, so that way you can enjoy it a little more. I do apologize for not doing that sooner. To wrap up, I would like to wish everybody a good day first of all, and then if you could please do me a personal favor and check out two channels of two really great homies, Jack's Side Quest and Nerd for Words. Those two are just straight up awesome. I really love those guys, and I'm hoping you guys will too. Anyway, thank you for joining me this week, and I'll see you next time.